They said that everything was gone.
I bought $3.4 million worth.
I do not want to be involved in politics. This guy behind me is probably hacking into the CIA database.
What up?
Yo, what's good? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Moscow, Russia.
Yeah. Be the first case like John, got it. Whoa, be the first case like.
In case you're new to the channel, my name is Julian Petroulis, and before we start this video, I just want to clarify and make it known that I do not want to be involved in politics in any capacity. At the end of the day, we, meaning me and you, have absolutely no say in anything that happens when it comes to politics. We are all just very low-level, ordinary people, and while a lot of people may have opinions or feelings, we really don't know what's going on at these higher levels. We really don't, and so that's why I try to keep my opinions, feelings, and emotions completely detached from anything that's going on in the world of politics. I'm just here to see my family and to visit one of my favorite countries. The location of this hotel is epic. Yeah, we're right in the heart of Moscow right now. This is where you want to be, where it all happens, and gold just hit a record high. Crazy. We're gonna see what's gonna happen in the stock market today, because it's opening in 2.5 hours. And what's very interesting is that the brand names of all the hotels here have had to leave. I'm staying in the Four Seasons. If you're staying at a Hyatt, if you're staying at a Hilton, all of these big brand names with the sanctions had to change their names whilst this is all ongoing. That means that the management of these hotels have had to switch out until everything is resolved. And yeah, what a crazy view. Wild, wild view. This is the Red Square Kremlin. On the way to go get a coffee. Starbucks is not my favorite place in the world. In fact, it might be my least favorite place in the world. I've heard that it's changed hands here, meaning that the brand name has changed. So I wanted to go and grab a quick latte and see whether the quality is just as bad as usual or whether it's worse. That's how we're gonna be comparing it today. Gonna go get a little latte and then gonna begin our day. 3 lattes? I should be speaking in Russian, right? So the payment method is scan the QR code. The money's in the bank account. We got the money into the bank account through crypto. It's been pretty easy. It's very, very smooth. I mean, the Russians, they have the workarounds for everything. So it's not as complicated as you think. Looks just like a regular Starbucks to me. So yeah, they came in here, they changed the logos, and it seems like they left the same furniture. Everything is the same. But now we're about to find out if the coffee's the same, if it's just as bad as Starbucks. And this guy behind me is probably hacking into the CIA database as we speak. I think I just found my new developer. I got my new tokens launching soon, me and my boy. Make sure you get into that pre-sale because it's gonna pump like crazy. Terrible. If Starbucks was already bad as it is, I don't know how they made it worse. How did they make it worse? How is it possible? Starbucks is already so bad. It just tastes like milk, hot steamed milk. Anyway, I think we throw these in the garbage and we go get a real coffee. Because there's a place next door, right? You said it's good. Eta latte? I'm glad we threw away that Starbucks so we can have a real coffee now. 10 times better. Now I've got that caffeine kick, let's get the fuck out of here.
Some of these guys just bad on a desktop, trying to bring on a network. Me and Elizabeth stood in a wedlock. I don't know what them guys upset for.
You know, before all this stuff happened, politically, I was actually thinking of moving to Russia because I first came to Moscow and St. Petersburg and I fell in love. I was shocked how nice it was. And so I moved here. The very first YouTube video that I ever made, you can go check my channel right now. The very first video I ever posted was me flying to Russia. And the time that I filmed that video, I actually had full intention to move here. Then the operation started and so I ended up dipping out. But who knows, maybe in the future when, you know, things calm down and everything is all solved, the world is back to normal, maybe I will cop a spot out here and have this as another little base because it's very close to Dubai. You know, the flight's only 4.5 hours. The time zone's better for me here because it's one hour behind Dubai. I'm always awake for the New York time zone, so it's important for me almost to be earlier. Like here the stock market closes at 11 p.m. but in Dubai it closes at 12 a.m. and I need like 1 or 2 hours usually to wind down. So I'm sleeping, you know, usually at 3 a.m. in Dubai. Here I'd be able to sleep at 2.
Look, we elevated, we don't have to trap harder. Now my back garden same size as Battersea Park. I ain't putting no suit and tie on. I turned on the Met Gala. Mum kicked me out, to be fair, I was beefing my stepfather. I put on.
So I've never actually tried the most famous Russian dish that exists. Borscht. So we're here in a very historical restaurant called Cafe Pushkin. There's a lot of history here. It looks very cool, and I've also been taught that women are trained from birth to have to prepare this soup, right? Here we go. Famous borscht soup. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Прошу вас, бифштекс по рецептам купцов и скелетом, без грибов, но макароны, но время целый.
Спасибо.
I ain't thinking that I ain't gon' feel it. Yeah. I ain't just here running my system. Yeah. I just pick up that black, but I pick.
So we're at the church right now. My family growing up was quite religious. I was raised as a Christian, Orthodox. I'm not very religious anymore, but what I find interesting and always tend to think about is that the boy that was born in a Christian household, if his parents were Muslim, he would be Muslim. And if his parents were Jewish, he'd be Jewish. And if his parents were Hindu, he'd also be Hindu. So much of our belief system has to do with how we grow up. If you switch the environment and the parents, then you will be what they are. And so that's why I tend to look at my religious upbringing with more of a cultural presence, because, you know, if I walk into a church or I remember Christmas or Easter, all of these events have a lot of positive memories for me. And so while I'm not super religious anymore, I do like to go to churches from time to time. They bring me back to my memories of my childhood, which were very positive. And I think that culturally we all have our memories, you know. Some people can tie a lot of their most positive experiences in their life to things that are tied to religion, because we learn so many of our fundamental and core values with our religious upbringings. It's a really, really nice church. It's a dope church.
Don't know what to do. I fell in love with you. Two girls in the cut. Which one to choose?
Yes, of course. Your English is so good.
Big Special и наггетсы.
Big Special и наггетсы, креветки.
Сколько штук? 6.
6.
Можно соус еще 1000 островов.
И сырный.
И сырный соус.
Картошка фри. Спасибо. Alright, we got our McDonald's. What's the real name?
Вкусно и точка. Okay, taste and dot. That's it.
Taste and dot. Okay. The nuggets, this is the first test. The nuggets taste exactly the same as McDonald's. So there's no changes there. We got the fries now. I would say the fries are slightly different. It's the same texture, it's the same crunch. They have like a different seasoning or flavor. Maybe 70% same taste. Should I try the Big Mac? Alright, and here we have the Big Mac. The classic, most famous McDonald's burger in the world. The burger, very close to the real Big Mac. So not much has changed. If you are a McDonald's addict and you're coming to Russia and you need to get McDonald's, don't worry, it's gonna be the exact same. There's not gonna be much change. I guess because, you know, McDonald's has probably been here for 50 years and they probably locally grow it. They locally produce everything. So all they just did was change the branding. Looks very similar. Pognaly. Доброе утро. Как у вас дела?
Хорошо, спасибо.
Good morning from Moscow. A lot of people may not know this, but Russia has a lot of pioneers and innovators, right? We've got Pavel Durov, creator of Telegram. We've got one of the founders of Google. He's Russian, right? We've got Vitalik Buterin, Robinhood, brokerage exchange in America, the fastest growing, and it's probably going to become #1 in the world at this pace. He's also, you know, Russian origin. So a lot of pioneers are Russian. This place is home to a lot of innovators. And I think in the future, it's going to be home to a lot more innovation, because Russia is still a very emerging country, right? And the internet wasn't as developed as it is now. So a lot of people have a lot more outlets now to go and express themselves. If you have an idea, it's very easy as long as you have this phone, you have an internet connection, whereas before it was very difficult. So yeah, I think that Russia is going to be an emerging country that is going to be home to a lot of pioneers in the future.
The other day I bought some Bitcoin. I bought $3.4 million worth. Here you can see I bought it on the ETF. So now it's up 190K, you can see unrealized. So the average price that I got it at was 59K. And then I was anticipating the rate cut. I thought that it would probably push up the price a little bit. And so it's gone up a little bit. Now Bitcoin's at 63. So we're up a couple percent. And I guess we're going to see. I'm not a huge crypto guy. If you look at all the stocks that I invest in, they've done much bigger returns than, you know, Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you don't need to invest in crypto to get these massive gains. You can get even bigger gains in the stock market. And I feel like it's much more calculated when you're investing in stock, because you can make calculated decisions based on how the company is performing. I can look into the company, I can see what is happening in the quarter right then and there. But when it comes to crypto, it is all speculation. For me, I'd rather have my edge, which is me doing my own research and making a calculated decision based on everything that I look into and my intuition versus just purely buying and hoping. That's what crypto is. Crypto is speculation. I'm not saying that that's good or bad. I'm just saying that I prefer the stock market, but I do nibble some crypto every now and then, like how I have with Bitcoin now. Most people don't know much about Russia. Like foreigners, where I'm from, Australia, especially America, they wouldn't really know too much about this place. You could probably say, what do you know about Moscow? They wouldn't even know what the Red Square is. Russia would probably be at the bottom of the list of countries that people know. If they don't know where the Eiffel Tower is, then they don't know what this is. Every time I come to this place, it's surreal. I think I've been to Russia like 5 times now, and every time seeing the Red Square, it's always spectacular. Even better in person, so make sure you come here and check it out. A lot of people say that I'm just promoting this place or getting paid to promote this place. No, I genuinely love Russia. I love Moscow. I feel like in a past life, I was probably Russian. I don't know if you've ever been to a country, you step out of the airport, it just feels like you've been there before, even if you haven't. And that's how it was for Russia for me. I arrived here and it just felt very, very good. The energy was very, very good. And even in my last video, you can see a lot of positive comments from foreigners from Australia, from America, who said that they've been to Moscow many times and they were shocked how nice it was. Always crazy coming back here and insane. The Red Square from the 1400s, a long time ago.
Taking pictures on the jet, Escalade at my arrival. Gotta stay on your toes, nigga. Work on your posture. Checking emails with the bitch and counting up profit. V12 in the bed, I just breeze through the traffic.
I need to take some medicine, so I have to line my stomach. So we had to come to the local grocery store. And I thought, why not? Let's see what the grocery stores have, because I've heard that they're meant to have nothing, right? They're meant to be...
Looks like that?
Looks like they got a lot. Damn, they still got Coca-Cola?
Yeah. Original, by the way. See that?
And the glass one? Aquapano? Crazy. Evian from France? Red Bull is American? Is it American?
It never left, actually.
No way. So we got Aquapano from Italy. We got Evian from France.
And look at the price. Like 8% coupon, like I don't know, it's like $2.
So $2.
$2 for coupon.
So it's cheap. It's cheaper here than it is
So coupon is
in
more.
Dubai.
Yeah.
And this we're in a sanctioned country. Look, Japanese.
It's Japanese, yeah?
Singer, I think it's from Thailand. These are all from Belgium or something. German or Belgium.
Huh.
They got everything.
Corona.
They got Corona too.
Yeah, right.
$1.60?
Yes.
Pringles? They said that everything was gone. There's
Yeah, right.
more here than there is, and it's cheaper. Yeah, most people say the same thing too. Yeah, so we're in one of the tallest restaurants in Russia, definitely the tallest restaurant in Moscow. And what a crazy view, insane. I just got the Robinhood Gold Card, which is a credit card that Robinhood has just started. Robinhood, one of my favorite brokerages. A lot of people know that I've been very vocal about Robinhood. American credit cards are the most superior out of anywhere in the world. The points that you will earn on an American credit card usually are 2 to 3 times more than other countries. Like I've got a lot of credit cards in the Middle East, in the UAE. The points are usually 30% of what I will earn in America. So for me, it's more beneficial to have American credit cards. For example, I have an American Express Black Card in America and in the UAE. If for $1 that I spend from the American card, I will earn $1. From $1 that I'll spend from the UAE card, I only earn 50 cents. So it's 50% less, which is massive. So having American credit cards is a lot more beneficial than practically anywhere else in the world. A lot of people, they look at the UAE and they go, that's somewhere that I want to go because I can save taxes, because I can go there and I can pay 0%. And these people that might be thinking this live in a high tax country, right? Australia, UK, America. But one of the benefits that exists in America and Australia, which is actually a downside of living in the Middle East in a 0% tax country, when you see somebody purchase a house in Dubai, for example, almost all the time, they pay that in cash. My very first property that I ever bought in Dubai was paid in 100% cash. So most people that you see with cars and houses in the Middle East are paying full 100% cash. They do not have mortgages, they do not have car loans. This is 90% of people. But in Australia, UK, America, it's 90% the opposite way. So people have mortgages, car repayments. It's very easy to access car loans. It's very easy to access a mortgage. And so sometimes living in a high tax country, you're able to build up a line of credit
which can help you fast track wealth and growing your wealth much quicker than if you were to live in the Middle East. There's a lot smarter ways to capitalize this system than living in the UAE, because in the UAE you better have a business that's making big profit every single month, because then you'll need to be paying in hard cold cash for everything that you do. If I buy a car, if I buy a house, whatever it is in the Middle East, I'm paying cash for it every time. But in Australia, in America, in the UK, everybody has those, and it's much easier to access that credit, and so it's much easier to grow your wealth when you have access to credit. It's been a beautiful day here in Russia. Thank you for being here on today's video. If you can, please subscribe to me. It would mean a lot. You know, I don't sell anything, no memberships, no groups, no courses, nothing. The only thing that I need from you is to subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. If you don't, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and see you next time.